Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the August edition of the Chamber Chat. And good morning to my co-host, Kathy Hendrickson.
It's August already. What happened?
I don't know. It feels like we were just here, like in what?
Wasn't school just out?
Feels like it.
I know.
I bet there's a lot of happy parents though this morning.
I know. Go to school.
Hey, so we've got really, all of us are going to be co-hosts this morning. We had some people call in this morning with sickness, and somebody else is going to call in on the phone because they've got a meeting. So welcome to all my co-hosts this morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, we've
Co-hosters.
got Karen Walker's here, Randy Caldwell is here, Thomas Groom is here, and Pastor Chad Ramsey's here along with us. So we're going to have a big time.
We're going to have fun.
Yeah, okay. So, we get all slack and don't come to July to have a program.
That's true.
And so we decided we better go ahead and thank our community volunteers, though, for this program because, honestly, so many of our great events would not happen so successfully
You've got to have sponsors.
Without all these, not only our sponsors, but all these volunteers that work all year long for the Smithville Fiddlers Jamboree and Crafts Festival and the DeKalb County Fair. Guys, we're really grateful about that, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We live in a great community.
Yep.
Yeah, everybody starts meeting, like, and let's see, this is August. They'll start meeting again in September for next year's event. So it takes a lot of man and woman hours on that.
That banner, the roof for the tent over the top this year was amazing.
That was amazing, wasn't it?
That was amazing.
Yeah, we were.
Especially with the heat we were having.
Trying that out this year. I think that one was rented, but we've got the funds to get a brand new one, so we're going to see if that worked, and it did. So
That was nice.
that's probably what we're going to
Very
purchase
nice.
now.
It was definitely needed.
I know we had a lot of contestants happy about it. So also, another great event. Brother Chad, you and Thomas, I know, have a whole lot to do with this. The school bash, the back to school bash.
Yeah. So we just finished it. It was last week. So it's always whatever they do registration. So the day that the school does registration, we do it. And I say it's a community event. There's probably 20, 30 community volunteers and businesses that jump in on it. We host it at the church, and we like to do that because it's inside and it's air conditioned. And if one business has told me, they all told me they like being inside and not being outside. But rain or shine, we get to pass it out, and we had right 1,000 kids come through.
Wow.
So we had more people, but 1,000 kids came through. So that was really awesome just to be able to give those out and let the kids come through and get all their school supplies and do all that. So it's a lot of work, like you said. It takes a while. We start back in January, February, putting it together and purchasing all the stuff, and then the business come along the side and they do it. And we purchase based off what the kids are being requested to from the school. So it's not just like, not just a pencil, but it's a number 2 pencil. It's got to be that number 2 pencil.
Number 2
It's the same thing I used many years ago.
Yeah, that's right. Like the one that always gets me is the crowns. Like, it's got to be Crayola. It's like, why not the other ones? Because the other ones break. So you got to be Crayola crowns.
They all break.
Yeah, that's right. But it was wonderful. The whole community came together. Even the police department was out there passing out pizza. It was just a wonderful, wonderful event. So if you didn't make it this year, just mark your calendar. It's always going to be whenever the day of the registration is. Yeah. So, and we'll do it take an hour and a half, and the line can be long, but it moves pretty quick. So yeah.
I have no idea how many organizations were there, but it was full.
Yes.
So full, I lost my wife in there.
I hope you found her
Jane
finally.
was working a table,
Yeah.
and there were so many tables and so many people that I couldn't find her. It took a while.
Yeah.
But that's a good thing.
We had 17 booths, and I think had 2 or 3 of the booths had like multiple businesses were together doing the booth. So yeah, it was great. It was great.
Well, we were having a downtown meeting that night, and I was meaning to come over, but I got kind of tied up over there. But I could not believe the number of people I saw.
It was crazy. It was crazy good. Crazy
And there was
good.
some pizza I saw going on. I was wanting some of that pizza.
It smelled very good.
Yeah.
So yes.
And the other thing, the people were very patient because, as you said, it took a little while.
Plus, it was hot.
It was hot. People were very patient and
super hot.
You saw a lot of community coming together.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah, that was the cool part.
Well, I know that a lot of parents appreciate it. It gets hard. I mean, we've got 4 kids, so when they were growing up, trying to come up with all those supplies
it's
was hard.
expensive.
So I know
I mean,
it's so appreciated.
And even now, it's even more because they've got to have like specific
Yes.
this
Yeah.
wipes, some kind of wipes, the 3
Yeah.
pack or something.
Oh.
I mean, you know, it's down to the
yeah.
specific thing
Wow.
that you've got to find. So
Yeah.
Well, it's like less paper and more other things. So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they go in a lot of paperless on a lot of stuff, so you got to have the right kind of other stuff.
everything's
to
got
go
to
with
be
it. Yeah.
coordinated. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, talking about coordinating, you know, you coordinate a trip to go golfing every time you can, Thomas Groom.
do.
I happen to know that.
He's a golfer.
He's a real golfer here.
I'm
So,
working one in tomorrow.
Yeah, there you go.
so we got a golf for a good cause coming up, right?
Yes, we do.
We do,
Okay.
we do. So we do the Haven of Hope tournament every year. Our church helps sponsor it, but again, it's another truly community thing. I cannot tell you how amazing the Haven of Hope is. It's a wonderful counseling center, Christian counseling center, right here in our own town. It's one of the few in the
whole middle.
Middle Tennessee area. And what I love about it is, like, you know, they have their rates, but they also, one of the things this does is help, like, if you can't totally afford it, it helps bring the rates down or help you out any way we can. They minister to so many children, so many kids, even adults all the way up. And it's, you know, I think for many years counseling has got a sort of a bad rap as being like, oh, that's a bad thing if you go to counseling. Sometimes you just need to get something off your chest.
Yes.
And
Some
just
people need
share.
help. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, just a little
Yeah, and
hand
it's-
up. Yeah.
You know, just to make sure you're thinking the right way, you know, process things the right way, that you're not overanalyzing something. And they do a fantastic job. I mean, amazing job. I've personally even called out there and say, hey, I need some help on this, or need some help on that, and they've helped us too. So great things with that. But with that being said, this is our big fundraiser that we do every year to help to make sure that the Haven of Hope continues and is around here and able to continue to function. So August 24th is the big
Absolutely.
day. So you want to share about the golf side of it?
I'll sure try, but add a little bit of what you're talking about there. We are a nonprofit. The Haven's a nonprofit, so again, this is all the monies that come in from this big fundraiser. This is the one big one we have every year. Goes to fund the things that we just need. I mean, it's a business that requires funding like everything else, and unfortunately, costs have gone up. But the cost of the golf tournament hasn't. It's
There
still
you
the same
go.
as last year. $75 a player. $300 a team, and we will have an afternoon session and a morning session. You can go online at the Haven of Hope. You can Google them. You can get online. You can find how to register. You can go by the golf course. It's held at the Smithville Country Club or Smithville Golf Club. And we'll have a $1,000 hole-in-one prize. We'll have 2-tier winners. We will have hole prizes. We'll have door prizes. It's always a fun day, and we'll have a barbecue lunch in
Yeah.
between the sessions.
That's a deal.
So,
Ooh.
so get your team together.
Lunch
bring
is
them out.
included,
Lunch
so,
is
yeah.
included.
Yeah.
So it's always a fun day. We all start our prayers about now for the weather.
Yeah.
Make sure you know the weather holds out. But if you haven't been over by the golf course recently, it's in really good shape
Yeah.
now. We had to postpone this tournament because of the work going on in the spring. We normally do this in
Yeah.
the spring, but we had to postpone because of the work for the new irrigation system. It's functioning. The new grass is coming along.
It's
and
green.
It's green.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Really nice.
That's
So-
important when you're golfing.
Yeah.
Especially for a hacker.
So-
like
Brown
me.
grass is
You gotta have
yeah.
something to set that ball up on.
I mean, they have
Yes.
really done a great job. I mean, there's been days where you'd go out in the fairway and like, where's the grass to put the ball on?
Yeah.
And now, like, it's like, where's the grass not? So
Yeah.
it has
That's
done a
good.
very good job out there.
I'm so
Well,
glad to hear
they've
about
always
that.
had good greens, you know, decent
Yeah.
greens with water on them, but we've never had fairway water. And
Yeah.
as you know, because we went through a drought this
Yeah.
summer, as we
Yeah.
normally do, everything just goes away and it becomes a dust pit. Not anymore.
Oh.
So kudos to the city, kudos to the county workers, all the people that came together. The
And that
city
was a huge
now-
project.
Oh,
Big
yeah. And you can
Big
call and register too. So the phone number for the Haven is 597-4673. So you can actually call them. If maybe if you're not an online person, you can talk to somebody in person and do that and get involved in that. But what's truly amazing is that all the money that's made on this goes straight to the Haven of Hope, and it's a wonderful ministry out there. It's something I know our community desperately needs, and just it's a bright light. It's a bright light.
Oh,
in our
I love all of
community,
the
so, yes.
people who work out there. And it's like you said, there's I think years ago there was more of a stigma attached
Yeah.
and people wouldn't say you. I mean, everybody has a hard day. Facebook is made up of our best moments.
Yes, yes.
I never say, "Oh, I'm having a bad day. Let me take a picture and put it on Facebook."
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's my sad face today.
Well, let's face it, mental health issues are similar in some ways to cancer. You may not have had it, you may have had it, but
But you-
somebody in
but
your
you know
family
somebody
that
has
does.
had
Yeah.
issues.
Absolutely.
And as Brother Chad mentioned earlier, so many children in our area, as they grow up in the stress of today's world,
Yeah.
need a little help sometimes. And sometimes even the best of parents need a little help
Yeah.
with their
Yeah.
help.
Yes.
And the fact that it is a Christian-based function,
Yeah.
our counselors are all professional. They all follow all the rules of the profession, but it's a faith-based conference that you will have with those people. And
Yeah.
that means a lot too.
Yes.
And I think the best thing about them that I like the most is that when they're doing the counseling, I'm gonna try to be nice in how I say this. There's some out there that they get you in there, and it's like, how many times can I get you to keep coming back and coming back and coming back? What I like about them is like once they feel like, hey, we've overcome, what you're dealing with. I mean, they just let you know it's like you don't have to keep coming back. If you want to keep coming back and having continual conversations, you can. But they're not just out there to get your money. They're not out there. They really want to help. So once they've solved an issue or helped you overcome or teach you how to overcome that issue, you're done. Unless you want to keep going and doing something. So I think they do a great job of that. And it shows that they have a heart for the ministry aspect of it too.
Yeah.
So
I love that. Yeah.
So if you're a golfer, $75, and I said that includes your lunch. Come on out. You can.
Or if you just want to walk a course, you don't have to
That's
do it.
right. We're here to make money. But you'll have a fun day.
You have and you get lunch.
Yeah.
And you get lunch.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Get your steps in.
That's
Yeah.
right.
You can sign up as an individual. You can sign up as a team,
right.
as a foursome, put your team together. But if you're not a golfer, we're also looking for sponsors.
Yeah.
Like any other event, we need sponsors, and we've got it broken down. If you are an individual, for $125, you'll get your sign on the course. Several families have done that just to support the Haven. And if you're a business, for $250 business donation, we'll put a business sign out on a tee box to advertise your business. We have a silver sponsorship for $500, which gets you recognition in all of the publications throughout the year that come out from the Haven, plus a sign on one of the holes. We have some people who have signed up as a gold sponsor. That's $1,000. You get your sign, your name on the scorecards. You get recognition in all the publications. You get sign on the prize holes, and you get a team in, which is a $300 thing already, so you get a team in. We have a platinum sponsor at $2,500. It's the same as the gold, but you get 2 teams in to go along with all the publications and the advertisement. So if you're a business, if you're just a family, you want to put a sign up in recognition of the family, we'll do that for you too. So again, we've got lots of ways to sponsor and help.
Yeah.
But as Chad said, the money is needed, and the money goes to a good
It
cause.
goes to a good cause.
Stays right here.
Helping
That's what I like
people.
about it.
Right.
A
Stays
lot of
right here.
advertising bang for your buck.
That's
There you
right.
go.
That's right.
There
And
you
it's
go.
helping people. So that's
Yeah.
that's the main goal.
And I assume it's a scramble format, so hackers are welcome too.
Oh, well, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
we have one team that has come in last place for the last 2 years, and they want to keep their record up. But somebody can beat them.
I don't know. They need me on their
Yes.
team then.
They haven't learned that the highest score doesn't win. It's the lowest score.
But they come out every year.
But they're ready to go
They
every
get a
year.
prize for that though, right?
Yeah, let's get that high score in
One year
there.
they got a prize for the most lost balls. So there you go.
Oh,
So,
that would be me.
Hey, I'm the one that's walking on the road and picking up all the
Yeah.
balls. I'm collecting
There
them,
you
you
go.
know.
Yeah,
so-
there you go.
Yeah, I was walking by one day and Hilton said, Suzanne, you better get on the other side of the road. You were going to get hit by one of these golf balls.
yes.
So anyway, I love walking
Got a
over there.
concussion.
Oh, well, our guys are all going to stay here and help us out for the whole
All
show.
right.
So, all right. So come in. Anything else you see you know anything about?
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Okay, so Kathy, there's a fall festival coming up.
Okay.
Right there it is.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
God's Grace. You said Fall Festival. Knock me off my base there. God's Grace Ministry Fall Festival, Saturday, August the 17th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Greenbrook Park. Free entry. That's good. Bounce house, food trucks, market, crafts, and more. Benefits the Last Minute Toy Shop.
If you haven't seen what Angie Meadows and her team puts together, I went last year. They invited me before all the families got there. I couldn't hardly believe what they've done. They work all year long to be able to make sure that that children may not, that maybe they miss other programs, but their families are really strapped
Yeah.
for being able to give them a good Christmas. And it is so well done, and she is so committed and to this project. It's a beautiful thing. I mean, I teared up when I walked in. Of course, it doesn't take much, Brother Chad, to make me cry.
No.
I mean,
Crybaby.
I am. I'm a big crybaby. I just can't help myself. But it was so anyway. Go and not only have a good time, but another great way to
Give back to the
benefit,
community.
our community,
Especially the children.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Now,
Big stuff coming
let
up.
me tell you, this downtown Smithville bunch, they are on it. They have so many events going all
They're
the
just
time.
busy all the time.
Yeah, they're just thinking all the time, coming up with stuff, and they don't just think. They actually
Do.
pull off it. Yeah, a lot of people call me and they come up with ideas, but they want me to do
Yeah,
it. Not
there you
this
go.
bunch. They do it. They
Yeah,
do the
yeah.
work. So we're so grateful. This morning we have from the Arts Garage, Karen Walker is here, and then Randy Caldwell with the Purple Door. He and his wife have that, and we're just so grateful that the downtown's looking fabulous. We've got a new $300,000 grant. The chamber finally received the signed
Yay.
contract,
Wow.
so we're moving forward on that. I think we've got our application out to about everybody. So if you haven't gotten one or don't know how to get one, just see Randy. I mean, poor Randy. He shouldn't be retired and be a chamber board member
You've
because
thrown it to him.
yeah, it's like you say the word retired and join the chamber at the same time. I
I know.
take terrible.
Unretired.
Yeah, I take terrible advantage of him.
Yeah.
So
Well, Karen's
anyway,
got my name written on her hand there because she's become my assistant that helps
Oh, and
me
Karen.
keep me on
And
my
there's no
draft.
contract signed, there's no.
He's on speed dial.
so anyway, I don't know. I've gotten lazy now because I'm like, go see Randy. And Randy and Karen, they are a fabulous team to help me. They've helped me with grants. They've helped me with organizing this stuff, but they also do all these fabulous downtown things. So let's talk a little bit about what's coming
going
up.
on?
We got so much going on. We
Yeah.
got a cheat
They
sheet.
got a cheat sheet
Wow.
now. They got their own card.
And I would say this too, there's a lot of people that ask, how do we find out what's going on downtown? And if you're on Facebook, which I know just about everybody is, we've got Smithville Merchants Alliance Facebook page.
Oh.
Karen keeps that up. She keeps all the events on there, and not just the events that we as an alliance put on, but also other things that other people do as well. So if you've got some things that you want us to put on there, please do, because we all succeed together. I mean,
Yes.
that's the thing. We want, the different things that are going on downtown helps us all, helps the community, helps the downtown. So follow us on that. Karen does a great job of keeping that up to date and everything. So just kind of wanted to put that in because she works very hard on that. And that's really truly the best way, I think, to find out what's
That and
going
Discover
on.
Smithville
Yeah,
is
that
another
Discover
great one as
Smithville
well.
is another one too.
That's
so,
a Summer Luna from the Mailroom Boutique.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
So wanted to say that. Karen, you want to talk about the farmers market?
The farmers market is coming up on Friday, September the 6th. It's one of our first Friday events. We've got some farmers coming. We've got some crafters coming. Well, they're makers, and it's going to be a fun night. Meet your local farmers, CNS Farms. Quarter Spring Farms is coming, a couple other farms, some local flower growers, creative people. So that's just a fun night. We're going to put up we're hoping to put up some string lights across the street, working with Charlie Parker. And there's going to be things there for kids to do, a little kids booth. And that's going to be a fun night. So every first Friday is fun if you come out. We'd love to have you.
I love that you keep it consistent because you
Yeah.
don't have to remember a date. You're just
Yeah.
saying First Friday.
First Friday.
And when it's First Friday, what's the time mean for that?
Well, 5 till the party's over.
Yeah. We're good.
For the
Which
last
we're
person
old people,
leaves.
so
Most
probably
of the
8
shops
o'clock.
will stay open as long as
bedtime.
the customer party's over.
The chickens have gone to roost.
As long as we have customers downtown,
Yeah.
the businesses are going to stay open, and we will have, so that you know, for that event, we got John Anderson Alley that connects Walnut and Main, and we'll have Walnut and Main closed down, and we're going to kind of put the vendors at each end of the alley, there. So
That's great.
basically we get some cross connection, and then if we get there in Tippin Alley, hopefully, all these events will start to grow over to Market Street. So that's kind of our vision, for all that, to encourage, pedestrian activity through those alleys and just, enhance the experience of being
The whole
being
downtown.
Exactly.
Well, and speaking of the Aaron Tippin Alley, we, Randy and I have worked on a grant Arts Commission grant to try to get a mural for that. So say a little prayer
Yeah.
that we get that grant, and we'll hear from that probably by the end of, I'd say the end of August. Wouldn't you think? Maybe.
I hope so. We got interviewed, and I know I think we did well in the
We
scoring.
did well on the
Yeah,
evaluating.
in the
Oh,
evaluating. So-
yay.
But you can
Good.
spend the whole night down there, right? Like you can eat,
Yeah.
the
Oh,
shops are
absolutely.
open.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just the farmers market. All the restaurants are staying open late and all that too.
For
right?
the Friday night.
For the
yes,
Friday
yes,
nights, yeah.
Yeah. In fact, we will have. I know the pizza.
Pizza by the
It's-
Slice
it's-
is going to
it's
be
be-
for the art walk.
For the art walk, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but again, we have restaurants down there that'll all be open. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, you can get anything you want,
Yeah.
downtown there.
Many of the stores are
Right.
pet friendly, kid friendly.
And
Kids do
then-
not have to be on a leash.
Are they adult friendly?
Yeah, well,
They are adult
Yeah.
friendly.
well, I don't know. You don't know some kids.
Depends if my grandkids. I don't
Yeah,
know.
well,
Well, they can.
I'm like a bull in a china shop.
Charlie.
Look out.
And
Might not
continue
put me
on
on
the first Fridays, October, we will be having a scarecrow contest
yeah.
by,
Oh.
by all the shops. So all the
That's
shops
new.
we're asking,
I love it.
we'll be asking them to put together a scarecrow and let the public vote on the best scarecrow.
love that.
So
That'll be nice.
we'll
Come on
have
out and
that.
vote in a
Yeah.
silly hat contest.
Silly hat contest.
You can make a hat at the Arts Garage, or if you already have a silly hat, you can bring it, and there's competition and a prize for that.
Well, I'm sure Thomas Groom has one.
I've got more than one.
Well, there you go. We look forward to
He's
seeing.
probably got one with a big golf ball on
Should
top
we
of
go
his
on
head
to
or
the
something. Or
November event, or is that
I
that's secret?
think I think we should keep the November one.
Okay,
Keep
so-
them on the edge of
so-
their seats.
Oh.
So we've got
You're
something.
not gonna tell
We've
us
got
yet.
something special.
A
and
surprise.
Very, very
It's gonna be
different.
hilarious.
It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be hilarious. It's going to be. I would bring out your video cam. Bring
Yeah.
out your video because you're going to
Clear out your phone.
You're going to want to film this.
Okay.
I think. So that's
Be
our,
ready with our
We've got
videos.
plans for December as well. So we've got all our events planned through the rest of the year. So as we come on Chamber Chat, we'll be sharing that news with you. We will be having a wishbone hunt. We'll have a wishbone
Yes.
scavenger hunt as part
November.
of November.
That's part of
Yeah,
it.
so-
Very small part of it, but it'll be fun.
Yeah.
There's more fun to come.
So Art Walk, you want to talk about the
Art
lead
Walk.
off on the Art Walk?
Well, every year it gets better and better. We're having some new artists, some returning artisans. Again, we're going to have a kids activity booth, so bring out the whole family. And then we're going to have a community art project where we're going to paint the different mascots for the schools and then donate them to be displayed. So that you come and you participate in this project as a community project. And we applied for a grant, that's part
Yes.
of the grant application. And so that's going to be a fun thing.
What is the date for that?
It's September 27th.
Last Friday in
Yeah,
September.
and last Friday of September. So, we're and what part of the process is we're going to evaluate it every year. We want to get bigger. We want to get better. So, we always want to get feedback, associated with that. This is put on primarily by the West Walnut businesses here, but also First Bank is sponsoring this year.
Yes, thank you very
So-
much.
Well, they are
Again,
your
we talked
neighbor
about
down there.
sponsor- Exactly.
Yeah.
Just
So,
across the way.
so
Now
we're-
what's
we're
that?
thankful to have them.
You've got pictures at the art garage from the Jamboree. I don't know if everybody knows this or not, but they are amazing. They're black and white pictures.
Right.
Is that a local artist, right?
Anderson Murphy, he currently has some work at the
Yeah, he has a
Purple
lot of
Door.
work
Yeah.
in our shop.
Um,
Yep.
Yeah.
Just
Local
great, and
photographer.
then he's got these wonderful books
They're
that are now at the
amazing.
Purple
They
Door.
look
Well, he is
fantastic.
an interesting guy. He was from Murfreesboro. He used to work for the Golf Channel,
Okay.
and so he
There
is
you go, Thomas.
Yeah.
in California.
Ooh,
and then
you got to
he
meet this guy.
Moved back to the area. Loves the area. He's won some awards for his photography, so he's kind of known for his work, and you can tell
Oh
by
yeah.
his
I
photography.
mean, they
work.
look amazing.
You can get a
Yes,
book with everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
and
So
amazing.
it's
for
called
only
the-
$35.
And there's a paperback for 15.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. So we have those at the Purple Door and at Karen's as well. So and they've been a good seller. I mean, those hardback books have he's done very well.
So like
with
the
those.
ones that are there now are from last year.
Yeah, he's working on this year.
And then this year will come soon, right?
Yeah, he
So-
will be doing one for this year as well.
That's great.
I'm sure he's got some
Super
photos
nice.
of some really good golfers from
Oh, I bet
He
he
can come
does.
out to our tournament and get some photos.
There
Some
you
really
go.
good
Yeah.
golfers.
Yeah, there you
Good in
go.
the bag.
Contrast.
The last placers. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
So leading into December, we do have the downtown Christmas open house, which was most of the businesses will be all the businesses pretty much participate.
November
That
10th.
that is truly kind of the unveiling, I think, of everybody's Christmas
Getting
decor
started.
and sales and
Amazingness, yeah.
getting the season started. So again, November 8th, 9th, all the stores are usually running specials during that. So and that's a big night too. That's that in November, and then we're open on the Thanksgiving night
Oh,
as
yeah.
well.
Oh,
and that has
wow.
that
really
was super successful the last few years.
surprisingly turned into a
Yeah.
big event. We really, I mean, just really surprised how well
Gotta
that
walk
has
off
turned
the
out.
turkey.
Yeah,
and
they gotta
apple
walk up.
pie.
Yeah.
And it kicks off the Christmas season.
Yeah,
After
it-
Thanksgiving.
it does.
Hopefully you got a lot of your shopping done.
It
but
does. And
last
then,
minute
No, don't. Save your shopping
Yeah, well,
to shop downtown.
that's
Yes.
right. That's right.
And then Christmas on the Square, of course, with the live windows.
It's always the first
and the parade,
Saturday.
And the parade and all that.
Yes.
First Saturday, December 7th.
Yeah.
So the sooner you get this on your calendar, and again, we have this right here posted on the Smithville Merchants Alliance that basically outlines all the events, including the annual Pumpkin Fest on October 12th. We've got that as well, and the Christmas Handmade Market downtown November 2nd. So, like I say, I mean, it's just
Yeah.
amazing
going
how
on.
the downtown activity is just
Can I have one
is
of those
just
for the
blooming.
library?
Absolutely.
Oh, I'll bring you a bunch.
And there's our
Bring me
we have
some
our
to put
little
on our
art
table.
wall thing. So if you stop by the shops, most of the shops have these little cards too that you can get as a keepsake. Just put it on your
Great.
refrigerator, with a magnet.
Yeah, just bring me some
And
by.
You'll know. Yep, you'll know what's going on.
Well, and we've got more new businesses coming to downtown.
Yeah.
So we'll probably be talking about that by next month anyway.
Yeah.
So we're
Yeah.
excited, and the what Lori Webb's already done to her business downtown is looking fabulous. So we're just so grateful for all that's been invested and what is going to be. And not only do we have a great downtown, but all these outlying shops. Farmhouse Finds takes you about 10 minutes to get there.
Oh yeah. You
Junkie
need
Jewels.
cake? Oh my god.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's great. But there's so many great places to visit, and the more small businesses we have here, the further people will travel
Sure.
to get here. They'll come 60 miles
It's
away.
a destination.
Yeah, it's a destination, and they love it. When I was talking to a group, I think I might have mentioned this another time, but there was a big group of women downtown. And I said, "Where are you from?" And they come over from Sparta. They said they love that there's just so many places to shop,
Yeah.
so they drive over. And so we're just so grateful to all our tourists, to all our locals who support. But we've got this great downtown, great other businesses all around. So just you can check it out on visitdekalbtn.com, and I think we've got everything listed there. If we've forgotten anything, let us know. We'll make sure we add it, and we'll be changing that website up pretty soon because
Yeah.
as Randy and Karen can tell you, we've been working on a new initiative with the state. It's a branding destination. We have all new branding. Now we've got to start getting it implemented. We're going to be changing some of our things that we have now more with a Center Hill Lake vibe. And
The
so
lake is ours.
The lake is ours.
The
It's
lake is
Smithville's.
ours.
They said,
claimed
own
it.
it.
We've
Own
claimed
it.
Oh,
So
Yeah. Go for
we
it.
own the lake, people. I don't know. Smithville Center Hill Lake. So our new website is going to be Center Hill Tourism. I've already bought it. I don't think I got it all worked out yet, but Center Hill Lake Tourism. There's just
a
about
tongue
everything
twister.
sold. Well, the thing is, everything Center Hill Lake is sold.
Wow.
I mean, we found Center Hill Lake Tourism, and I'm only telling you that because I've already paid for it.
Oh,
So,
good. I was like, woo.
oh yeah, it's been paid for. It's a lot, but it's hard to find because it's all been bought. So anyway, we've gotten that.
Yeah,
And
we're real excited about that because
Yeah.
not only is that just it's a new logo, it's a new marketing strategy, so pretty little comprehensive package that we're getting from the state from a grant that Suzanne got for us on there. So very thankful to have that, and I think it's really going to take us to the next level as far as.
Well, we've been wanting to do branding for years, but I don't think people know how expensive branding
It
companies
is. It's not
are.
an
I mean,
expensive.
tens and tens and tens of thousands. So we waited for the right timing, and the state. Let me tell you, the state hangs in there with us. They have confidence in us. They know we're going to do whatever we say we're going to do, and the reason being is not me. It's all these partners, all these people working together. Because I could not one person show cannot do stuff.
No.
This is a
Amen,
lot of
sister.
people.
A lot of people
That's right.
coming together.
It is a lot of people, and I love our community. Okay, so Hosanna Farm. Emily Bell was going to be here this morning,
Yeah,
but she's got a sick fella at
Uh-oh,
home.
that's not
So anyway, I said that's okay. We'll get you on next week. But Kathy, I know it's winding down the end of the summer.
It is. We
But
kind of
you-
July. We took kind of off, you know.
Justin Potter Library,
Yeah, but-
Alexandra Library. I love both of those.
Well, we just finished our summer reading at the end of June. It was a huge success. We had
Yeah.
a lot of children come in. We had a lot of good programs. The main thing is the children reading.
Yes.
Checking out. I don't care if they read one book during the summer. If they just continue to read and keep their little minds active, it helps them when they start back to school.
Yes.
It's just gives them a leg up on that. But we do want to thank. Like everybody else, we have to partner with other people. So we want to thank McDonald's, Sonic, and Pizza Hut for the coupons for the children. DTC came and set up a photo booth with kids, and that was a fun thing.
It's fun, not just
it was
for
like
kids.
Mario, and the kids got
It
to
is
do
fun for the adults.
well, the adults kind of got involved too. You know, we're all kids at heart.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we had fun. We had animals and we had all kinds of cool things. But we want to thank particularly the parents and the grandparents and the caregivers that bring these children because they couldn't get there.
Right.
They couldn't, sign up and just the encouragement they give them to read. And so we want to thank all of them as well. We want to thank Dwayne because Dwayne's really great. He came and interviewed the children on the last day of the final of the day, and he broadcast it live on the radio. So the kids got to hear
Dwayne, we
themselves on the
love
radio.
Dwayne.
Dwayne is right there with anything you want him to do in our community. So we thank Dwayne WJLE. We are starting our story time back. We took July off just to kind of take it easy, but we did a lot of things. We've got some new bookshelves in the library and some new DVD racks.
It looks fabulous.
Yeah, so we're changing some things around. We have to work with the space we have. So we were running out of space with books, so we used some memorial money for some bookshelves and from some DVD racks.
If
Because
you've not been by lately, go by and check out the library. It is so pretty.
well, we are trying to. I have to weed every day there. I don't know what happens. I can grow good weeds. If you see me outside, I'm out there weeding. Somebody will come by and say, "Don't you have somebody to do that?" I said, Well, I guess, but
yeah, you.
but yeah, it gets you outside, but I don't like getting the heat getting outside, so I try to do it when it's cool. But I mean, I could weed one day and then grow back
Yeah.
the next. I don't know what that is. And our story time will start back on August the 23rd at 10 o'clock, and that's for the preschool children. So we do stories, and then they get a little gift bag to take with some goodies in it. So and we may have some surprise people coming to read and some things going on this year. So we appreciate the kids coming and participating in that. If you need any information on what's going on at the library, of course, we have our Facebook page. We have call us at the library at 615-597-4359. We have Instagram, and our website is DeKalbLibraries.net.
You know, you've got a creative staff there too.
Oh, they are. They're crafty.
They're crafty,
They
they're
are
helpful, they're sweet. Sometimes I get noisy in the library, I forget. And they don't ever go shh.
Don't we all?
Oh. So I try to calm
Yeah,
myself
yeah,
down,
yeah,
but
we-
they're always so sweet
Yeah,
to me.
we're not. I guess the old libraries that I remember is,
Yeah. I was
But
scared.
we still don't want people running
No.
and shouting in the library
Oh.
because other people are trying to, do things, and so we appreciate them, kind of keeping their library voices, as you say.
She did.
So
She had
So is
look
that
on
part
her
of the
face.
interview
She did.
process for the head librarian is how to say shh?
I don't do that very often. I'm usually doing something else at my desk, but yeah, we have to sometimes say, hey, can you put your library voice.
Oh, yeah. That would be me you're having to say that to, probably.
Well, sometimes me too. So I have to say, shh.
So I'm not here I'm getting ready to call Brad.
Yeah.
Brad Halfacre. So
Yeah.
that's where reason I got my cell phone out.
Let's
I'm
see
not
what's
being
going.
rude.
Let's see what's going
I'm
on.
not being rude or anything.
No,
So
I
this is
don't.
like a breaking live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's out there in the
What's
in
going on at the
nature
park?
right now?
Let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh, let's do
There's
that.
always something going on at the park.
Mikey.
Hello? Oh.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Everybody, this is Brad Halfacre from the Edgar Evans State Park. What did you say?
You're live reporting from Edgar Evans, so this is big deal here.
Any deer sightings today? Any deer, squirrel? I had 3
Bear?
rabbits in my backyard.
Have you seen the bear?
Have you seen the bear? Yeah.
I have not seen any bear today.
Oh, man. Oh.
Not today.
Not today.
Say today.
Yeah, maybe
Got
tomorrow.
some big raccoons, but
Oh. Okay, Brad, what's going on from Edgar Evans State Park today besides your big meeting you're about to go to?
well, we got a big. It's hot outside. I mean, it's getting this weather has been crazy. It's been crazy hot, and we've had some storms. We got all that cleaned up. If you're looking for a great way to cool off, the lake, well, the lake water temperature is kind of up there, but still a nice dip in the lake or the Caney Fork River is a good way to cool off. But we've got a lot of stuff going on. We've had some volunteer work days, did some trail work over the end of last month, and then coming up here in the near future, I think on the 10th, we've got a bridge building day or a volunteer work opportunity that day. We've got several pontoon boat rides scheduled, so just check our website. So if you Google Edgar Evans State Park and go to the webpage, just go to upcoming events. All our events are scheduled on there. There's not another great way to beat the heat is take an afternoon pontoon ride to look at the sunset on Center Hill Lake.
Nice.
Ooh, yeah.
That's hard to beat.
Beautiful opportunities right there. But, camping is slowing down. School started back, so, for those that don't like big crowds, it's a perfect time to come out and go camping. Same thing with our cabins. Our cabins are slowed down a little bit, so you get that week. If you got a couple of days of the week you want to get away, come see us. We got the swimming pool behind the cabins that is still open. We'll keep that open till about the middle of September for our guests. But the lake is hopping, and it's just a great time to be outdoors.
Well, Brother Chad, this morning we've got a lot of co-hosts this morning, so I'm going to go around and see if anybody's got a question for you, Brad. Do you all have a question for the manager of Edgar Evans State Park this morning?
Wow, this is a big special moment here.
Oh, it is. Let's see, anything you can think of.
Well, is there any upcoming hikes? I know you guys do some big hikes in the fall. Is that anything coming up soon?
The signature hike, I think, for the fall will be the Public Lands Day, and I think that's sometime coming up next month in September. So that again will be on our website and Facebook pages as well. But it's National Public Lands Day, and they usually try to do some kind of project. So we've been a friends group has been doing a lot of work down at the entrance of the park. We've got an old homestead site down there that was a pre-impoundment home, and we're trying to clear out around that. Over the years, privet and all this stuff has grown up, so we've been doing some volunteer days down there, clearing that out. Hopefully, one day to get it. I doubt we'll ever be able to get it where the public could walk through it, but at least kind of like something like you see in the Smoky Mountains.
Townsend.
We have it there, kind of set up in a style where it's safe for people to look in, maybe not walk through, but look in, and maybe have a working farm or like a garden area out there, kind of predate what the area would look like, when it was the Caney Fork River Valley instead of the Center Hill Lake.
So, have you decided? Are you having the History Hayride this year?
We're in the planning phase. I've got several actors that are set, ready to go. I'm just working with the friends group to make sure we've got it on the calendar for September 28th. So we'll be making a decision real quick on that probably this week. I'm saying it's a go, but I want to make sure from some of our volunteer helpers that we're ready to go with that. We've got all the trailers lined up to pick up and everything. It's just getting the word out. And reservations and everything probably won't be as big, and as if you've been to them before, we're kind of building this back. So bear with us the first year or two that we get back in doing this, but I still think it's going to be a really good thing because it tells the history of this area in DeKalb County, and there's not there's very few programs like it, and so of course this program came from an idea from a neighboring county. They had a ghost walk, and this is kind of the same home loans, the same thing, and kind of built off that. So it's just a great historical program to learn about DeKalb County history and the history of the Caney Fork River.
So, if you've been always wanting to act your entire life, but you never had the opportunity, this may be it.
This may be, and we need not just actors, we need good speakers. Because each wagon has a tour guide on it, and that person leads. They read a script to the guest as they're pulling up to the next stop. So there's opportunities for volunteers. We've got I think I've got about 3 confirmed tour guides, and I'm looking for some more. So if you're interested in being a tour guide, please reach out to me. My email is, my name is Brad, BRAD .halfacre, HALFACRE @tn.gov, and we're trying to get to the final stages on that, and we even look for high school kids that are in drama class or anything like that, just to give them some experience talking and
Speech class.
Yeah.
it's a great thing
Oh,
before they get
extra
to the
credit
play
for
or
speech
whatever.
class.
Yeah.
If
Oh, I
yeah,
like
Brad.
it.
Hey, Brad, Tom Groom here. I've noticed on Facebook you guys have been getting a lot more publicity on your hiking trails than I've noticed in past years. And I know the lake's going to slow down a little now, the school's back. Any new info on your hiking trails this year in the fall?
Well, we're really trying to get them maintained and keep them maintained and going. That's one of our most used resources. But also when you have the mile, we've got roughly 15, probably about over 15 miles of trail. One of them, one system is almost 10 miles in itself. So it is very hard to get out there and keep it clear. About the time we get a section clean, we get a
Keep
storm
going
and we
around.
have to come back through.
You
So
meant yourself.
we're still working on. We're kind of getting back. We've got this plan for this new the mountain bike trail. We've been talking about that. Seems like now for 5 years, but the park is actually in the process of maybe acquiring some neighboring property. And so if everything goes good with this, we might be able to expand this new multi-purpose trail, mountain bike trail system over into that area as well.
That'd be
But
great,
We're
yeah.
getting ready. It's some hard, the way the trail's mapped out right now, it's a very hard digging and hard work. They're having to come back in and cutting into the bank, 4 and 5 feet, which is very hard to do by hand. So we're actually coming back and going to revisit some of these areas and just see about, there's some logging roads that are already back here doing some different things with that, utilizing kind of what we got to get that going. But the big thing with our trails is just keeping I want to focus on what we have and keeping that maintained.
Just keeping
for
them
the
clear,
public
yeah.
Before we start building a lot of new stuff. So we're revamping. We've got a lot of. Justin has a great volunteer opportunity for folks. If you're interested, you can email justin.bond@tn.gov, and these folks will hike. They'll come out and hike the trail, take pictures if there's down trees, give a GPS coordinate, sending that information back to Justin, and then he schedules a day where we get together with. A lot of people are nervous about using chainsaws and stuff, so they leave that work up to us. But it could be something as simple as a pair of loppers or a handsaw or something like that, going out there and taking care of some things. So he's got a really good volunteer opportunity group, and it's worked out great. The folks have been hiking. They'll notify us of any issues, and then that gives us a log to go back and work on the issue. So it's kind of a big team effort with our volunteer groups.
Well, any questions from this side of the table?
No, I would just say we did the history thing several years ago as a big group of friends. About 10 friends went on it. And if you haven't done that, that is just a great opportunity as a group to get together, learn some history, and just a really, really fun night and a very, very well put on event by y'all. So I appreciate what you do, and particularly from the land management side of it as well. I don't think people understand the work you guys have to do to manage the resources.
Maintenance.
We are very blessed to have this park in our community. To have a state park in your community is such a huge asset to us. So I appreciate everything that you guys do. Just
Yeah.
wanted to say that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. It takes, everybody. I've got a great team here, but also, people to take ownership. This is your state park. We want people to come out and treat it like it's theirs.
Yeah.
And everybody, if they love something, they're going to help take care of it. And that's kind of the attitude and the management style that I do to try to keep things going. Just because it takes an army or village to do this, and that aspect is every person, even all the way down to visitor, all the way. I make my staff feel if I've got someone, their job is to clean. That's one of the most important jobs on this park is the cleanliness of our facilities.
Well, it always looks amazing. I love it down
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Hey, one other question. This has been on Facebook, radio, other stuff. Some bear sightings, and so how prevalent are the bears? And I know Kathy was over here talking about Townsend. A lot of times, if you go over to Townsend, you see the bears. You have the crazy people get out of their cars and try to go shake its hand. So
we don't want to do that. You don't want to feed them or anything like that. But a lot of times, what we're seeing, and generally, May is a good time to see them. Which most of the bears that we're probably seeing are young males that's been pushed out of an area because of breeding.
Yeah.
The big strong male territorial.
Mama's kicked them out.
They've pushed this young male out. He's moved to an area, so in the spring, around May, June time like that, the best thing to do if there's been a bear sighting in a neighborhood or in an area, do things. They're like a big raccoon. So, you don't want to leave your trash out. Like if you cook on a grill, I mean, nothing smells better than a good old hamburger or whatever, but make sure you clean up a little bit after
Yeah.
you.
Or you could have a bear.
It's common, they'll knock the grill over, they'll come on the porch. Dog food, pet food outside. I don't know necessarily that there'd be a danger to pets, but what gets us dangerous or what makes it a dangerous situation is when the animal is not afraid of humans. We're normally a threat to them or they're afraid of us, so when they get used to seeing us and get used to coming around, that's when things can go south. So I just look at them, the black bear, kind of like just a big raccoon, and trying to take the food source away. If you got coons coming on your porch, you want to get rid of the food source. So a lot of that, I think a lot of that we're seeing is these males that have been pushed out. Maybe a year, maybe they're born last year. And they're competing, for territory and breeding space. But it's getting more and more common this, in the West here than what it used to be. Used to be is all in the East. Everything East. Crossville and past, but now there's always
moving west.
Areas in Cookville, Pickett County. Pickett County's got a lot of bears.
Gold Rush.
So so
Well, in other words, Brad,
They're taking over their territory
do
again.
not pet the fluffy dogs.
Yes.
The big fluffy dogs.
Don't pet 'em, don't.
Okay,
Same
so-
thing, you see these people out at Yellowstone with the buffalo.
They got gold, yeah.
I wouldn't want to walk up to a buffalo to try to pet it. I mean, take a picture, enjoy it from afar.
People.
Nature is, some things are better to be enjoyed from afar.
Yeah.
Zoom in on it and don't try to feed it and everything. That's when, especially now, where people get hurt is when there's the young involved. So
Yeah.
if it's a mother and some cubs, you definitely do.
We mothers understand that.
Yeah.
Yes.
We appreciate you so much for all you do there and all your staff. You do a great job. We love our state park, and we'll hope to see you in person next month.
Good deal. Thank y'all so much.
See you, Brad.
Thanks, Brad.
Thank you.
Come see us. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So I said, we're going to be out of here by
Yeah.
9 o'clock. You see what happens here.
Yep. Okay.
I just love talking to my
I
guests
know,
here.
you
This
do,
is awesome.
Suzanne.
Well, okay, so I just wanted to mention, and actually this is something that Randy and Karen would probably talk about for us. The Burt Driver right under your little thing there.
Oh, it is a gem. It's a gem right downtown. I mean,
Harvester.
every performance we've been to has been stellar. The people that come are just sweet, kind people. It's a great date night. It's a great night to just go and hear some amazing music. I know Tom Timpin is coming. This Friday night is an amazing group of local fellas. I can never remember their name, but if you go on the Harvester's Facebook page or his website, there's lots of information. There's a nice crowd that comes, but there's definitely room for more. I think it's a hidden gem in our county that people need to take advantage of, because we've gone with our spouses and it's just a nice time.
You don't have to drive to
Quality
downtown
performance.
Nashville and pay high parking prices and all
right.
that.
Parking's
You
free.
just- parking's free.
Right here in town.
And the music is just, Burt does a phenomenal job on getting very talented musicians.
Quality.
I mean, just quality. It's hard to find that. It's Nashville quality musicians that he brings in, some young and upcoming talent as well, and he just does a great job with that in the burlap room too, as far as the different events that he puts on for the public. I'm like Karen. I mean, I'm just always surprised when I go that there's not more people that have discovered it, you know, to a degree. But it has grown over the last couple of years. You're seeing people find it and all that, and it's just that's a great date night. But if you like live music, I mean,
This
you're
week
gonna,
is
you're gonna find
the
some real talent there.
Frederick Weathersby at the Harvester.
Yeah.
So that's who's
They
this week.
performed at Ace's Steakhouse a little while ago for
Yeah.
the Stonehouse event.
It's a blues.
Oh, blues.
They are talented.
Yeah, and he
Ooh,
does
blues.
have that for weddings and things as well too. So, and I know he's doing some other things there. So, Bert's a very outside the box thinker. You
yeah.
know, we're thankful to have him in our community.
Lots of
I have to
Very
say this, there's a swing dance class coming up on a Wednesday night, I think September the 4th. And with your tickets to the band on Friday night, you get that free swing dance lesson on
Oh,
Wednesday.
that'd be fun.
Wow.
That is
Swinging.
cool.
It's
That is pretty
swinging.
cool.
Huh?
I'll go watch.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I can throw
That
my
does
back
sound
out there
fun.
on that. That's not
Yeah.
something I want to try.
Oh my goodness. Kathy, what else we got?
Middle Tennessee Natural Gas Project Hometown Help. Please contribute to this worthwhile program by agreeing to round off your gas bill. It will only cost a few cents monthly, and it helps so many organizations.
Oh, it does.
It does.
We appreciate the gas company. And oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Every year the chamber goes and sets up a DeKalb County booth for the Tennessee State Fair. We'll be doing that again. I'm working on that this week. And we're just so grateful for they're thinking to the State Fair allowing all the counties, all 95 counties can participate, and we have the best time. We've made friends down there, and we'll be setting up, and that 10-day event brings in around 550,000 visitors.
Wow.
So we'll be in the Tennessee building. It's the fabulous brand new building that was built last year. We were in a different building before that, but they built us their very own building.
Well, just for you, Susan.
Just for us,
There you
yeah,
go.
just for DeKalb
Can't
County.
beat that.
But it's fun to be down there setting up, and I'll meet people from really all across the state because they're setting up booths also. So we're excited about that. And so if you happen to visit the state fair, make sure you go by the Tennessee State Fair big center with all the great booths and all the representations of all the different counties. I love doing that. I wanted you to also put on your calendar. I miss this sometimes. The homecoming parade
Yeah.
for DeKalb County High School is Friday, September 13th. Isn't that the funnest community
It
day?
is.
fun.
It is.
I love it.
Everybody has a big time. Then the kids get to
They get to
decorate floats
go around
and-
town. They get to decorate their floats.
Yeah.
get out of school.
Get out of class.
That's the key.
That's the main thing.
Right.
Y'all still remember
big
that?
incentive.
What that felt
Oh,
like?
yeah. No school
Do
that
the-
day.
What time is
Pep
that
rally
parade?
downtown.
What time is that
Remember
parade?
what?
It usually
Well,
goes
it's about the middle of the day, isn't
about
it?
1:30,
Oh.
1:30.
Yeah.
It
They
comes through
usually
town.
start over at.
It didn't say on the
Start at the
side.
elementary school, and then they go to
Yeah.
North Side, and then they come through
back.
town. About
Yeah.
1:30 or
It's a big
something.
long ordeal,
Yeah.
so it's
Yeah.
fun.
It's
Well,
a-
I need to just do a plug for the Arts Garage. That
Okay,
night. So
oh,
after,
do it.
After you do the
Yeah,
parade,
yeah.
go and, just
Oh, yeah.
do whatever you got to do. But we're having a really cool opening for some local artists.
Oh.
Faces and Places. Tony Luna's going to be in it. Sherry from the Rusty Crow, the gal that does work at the Button Willow Coffee Shop.
Uh-huh.
And then I've got a wonderful another local gal that does cool stuff. And it's going to be a fun night, free refreshments, and just a really nice artsy, fartsy.
Very scary
Yeah.
night.
fun
No.
thing.
Friday the 13th.
No.
Not
no.
scary?
I
Oh,
know
is
it's
it Friday?
scary.
Oh,
No,
is
I
it?
scream it.
Oh, it is Friday the 13th. Not that I'm super sister.
No.
Bad, that's a bad omen for the.
No, it's,
you know.
no, it's
I hadn't
not.
thought about that.
Yeah.
I thought about it.
It'll be a fun day.
It's going to be a lucky day.
Yeah, it's going to be a good day. Good
Bad
day.
omen for the opponents.
Yeah.
Slaughter the opponent.
Yeah.
There you go. That's it. Yeah.
And I just want to remind everybody, as you know, the DeKalb County schools are back in session. Remember to be super safe, especially when you see, the school buses. When that little arms pops out, when you see lights flashing, be ready to stop any direction. Whether
Yeah.
you're coming toward the bus, behind the bus,
Whether you're in the 4 lane,
or
you stop on the other
lane, you
lane.
stop and just
People
be
don't
super
sometimes.
careful.
Honestly, if you see a bus, slow down.
Yeah.
Slow
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
never know. Like we have a band pickup for our kids on Wednesday nights, and it's like, and we tell our drivers slow down when you get there because you never know when that kid's gonna run out.
I know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just slow down.
Just be prepared.
Slow down. Watch out for our precious
Yeah.
children. We love our children. Well, I tell you, look at us.
Yeah, yeah.
We still
We're
made it
almost there,
almost.
Suzanne.
Yeah.
He's not giving us the sign yet.
Our TV guy's about to say, your time is up. I can't
Yeah.
believe it. We thought, we told Kobe, got
Hey.
all excited. He thought he was
But
going to
we've
have
had a party here. We've
He
had
thought
fun.
he was going to get out at 9 o'clock
No,
today.
there we go.
Well, the chamber was
I don't think he ever thought that.
No.
I don't think he ever thought that.
No, he
That was tongue
He
in
just told
cheek.
me.
Yeah.
Well, we want to help promote your news and special events, so just give us a call at 615-597-4163 or email me at the world's longest
Yep.
email, director at, what is it?
DeKalbCountyChamber.org.
Director at DeKalbCountyChamber.org. I changed my
Yeah.
email, so it's got me thrown off a
Yeah,
little.
no, me too.
So anyway, or you can tag me on Facebook, anything. Just let me know. I love to help spread the word, and all these fine co-hosts I've had this morning love spreading the word.
Thank you to all our guests this morning, and we are grateful to WJLE Radio and DTC TV for sponsoring our Chamber Chat program.
There you go. And you can watch the Chamber Chat on DTC3 as well as our website. Just go to DTC3.
Oh, see? There we go.
TV.
Say that 10 times real fast. That's why she gave that to you.
Tongue-tied
Yeah.
this morning.
Yeah.
And just click on the Chamber shows and you'll be able to view the program anytime you want.
And we appreciate all our listening and viewing audiences and hope you have tune in next month.
Same chat time.
Same chat channel.
Thank you for joining us, and everybody, happy
Happy
back to
back to
school.
Joy.